Hello, everyone. Let's make sure I can be heard today. Mic check. Mic check. I think the last 2 streams took a minute. All right, good. That's good. Today's quest, let's double check on it one more time here. This week, it involves our current update. So this week, obviously, you get the second character slot for that 5 Dungeons to Masterclass event. So all it is just answering, letting us know, rather, who you are going to select, what character you're going to use for that event. So if you haven't taken advantage of that just yet, because I know that just came out today, definitely do so and let us know in that Discord quest for a chance at 600 KC.
Mm-hmm. Also, Storm, here's the funny thing. Instead of you being muted this time, it was me.
Oh, no.
OBS. Well,
I guess karma? Or...
like, OBS, it's the same microphone we use every time. Why did you just suddenly decide to change it? Whatever. It's working now, so hi, Bison Red, Z Meta Villain, Mega Chibi Guy, to kind of like do a little bit of what I said. Exclamation point patch notes to see the patch update with Atma'Ram Release today. Storm just went over the Discord quest. We still have Who's That Character and Spot the Difference. I believe yesterday's has just ended. I haven't posted today's yet, but I will be doing so shortly after the stream. So definitely head to our Discord, exclamation point Discord on Twitch, if you guys want to head to the Discord. Join in on the discussions as well, and for YouTube chat, also drop in the patch note link, and I'll drop you the Discord link too. There we go. That way you guys can also join in. So, spot the difference. We're going to post 2 pictures. I don't know why I'm holding 4. 2 pictures. There we go. That will have a couple of differences between 3 to 7. So far we've only been doing up to 5, but I'm probably going to increase it as we are nearing the end of the event this coming Sunday. You have to pretty much just analyze both pictures and give us the answers as to what is different. You don't have to give us like specifics like the name of a specific item. You just have to like tell us like, oh, it's the hair. Oh, it's the hat. Oh, it's the weapon. Oh, it's the background. Oh, it's one of Raiden's cats. It's missing for some reason. Don't worry.
Is your cat actually missing?
No. Thankfully.
Because I'm not sure if you added any new ones in there.
I got the one on the wheel.
Oh, the spinning wheel?
Yeah, the spinning wheel. He's exercising.
Yeah.
And, of course, Who's That Character? We post a silhouette of a character using either the in-game models or the official art. You just have to guess, like, who it is. If you get it right, you could win some KC. And, of course, don't forget to join us next Monday, starting next Monday, because that'll be September. We'll have some more September events for Discord. Definitely check that out. And of course, Masterclass, the current Quick Start event. We did start the second cycle, so now you can make a second Masterclass character. If you haven't participated in the Masterclass event on our website, not the speedrun, the speedrun has ended, so we are going to be looking through those entries this week and possibly next week to see who won. But if you haven't joined the first event where you just reach Masterclass, show us the character that reached Masterclass, and boom, you can earn some KC for that. But, Storm, we have Atma'Ram. I think it's time we talk about that, don't you think?
I do. There's a lot of good stuff that came with today's updates, so definitely looking forward to digging into it here.
Definitely. But before we do that, we are going to show you guys our trailer for Atma'Ram. Take a look.
Ooh.
아니 이게 누구야? 완전 반가운 손님이잖아.
너희도 들어오는 게 어때? 정명왕님 안 만날 거야?
교단의 최종 목표는 헤니르의 현신입니다.
And that's the trailer for Atma'Ram. 2 new dungeons, Magma Breath and Aqua Whistle. But the story continues, and what does the Reorder have in store?
Guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Or, chat, you're going to play it yourself. I'm not going to spoil any story. You don't want
Spoiler free here today, right?
Yep, spoiler free. Now,
All right.
Storm, tell everyone how you get into Atma'Ram.
Well, you need to complete at least one of the Serpentium dungeons, if I'm not mistaken, and you need 9 million combat power. So the current events that are going on right now, we had just discussed in a moment before the stream, are definitely enough to get you there and experience the latest content.
Mm-hmm. So with the recent events, actually, it's a perfect time to access it, because guess what? We have an event that will get you up to 10 million combat power. I almost said 10 billion. That'd be way too much combat power.
10 billion?
If only.
If only.
But no, you can get to 10 million combat power to get access to the dungeon. And since you only need 9 mil, or if you guys are well aware, you only need 95% of the required combat power. So in this case, with 9 million being... Oh, oops. I thought I set that to boop. There we go. If you guys are aware, you only need 95%. So it's 9 million minus 5%. That's about 8,350,000. That's all you need to enter Serpentium. That's all you need to enter Atma'Ram.
It's kind of nice. Same requirements on the combat power. So if you already were doing that latest content, you're going to have access to it right away.
Mm-hmm. And you know that there's still definitely a number of people who are doing Doom Aporia, so they definitely have access to it. Those who've been doing Serpentium raids lately, you guys have access to it. There's definitely quite a few things to talk about with these 2 dungeons, though. So we mentioned during the summer roadmap that one of these dungeons was going to be more of an EXP dungeon. Now, Storm, I don't know how crazy you've seen it, but people are saying that's about 2 to 3 times more EXP than Legas's Reflection, which has been the go-to EXP dungeon for the past couple of years.
Wow. I mean, I think it was known going into this update that there would be a new dungeon that kind of overtakes it, but 2 to 3 times that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. And in a way, it's fair, because you need like about 3 times more combat power. And from what I've also been seeing from screenshots and people discussing it on Discord, the runtimes are a little bit longer, but not long enough to say, nah, I'm going back to Plagueis. I don't care. I want they're going to this new dungeon. They're farming this new dungeon. I've seen like some people getting over 1 billion EXP.
Wow.
Yeah. Now granted, a lot of these players who have been showing off some of their progress with it, they have admitted like, oh, I'm running like 500 plus EXP gain. I'm running the guild buff for EXP gain. I'm running the medal, so on and so forth. But you know what? The fact that we are getting so much EXP is going to be great. Just get 10 bill CP, easy Atma. Baron, we're not getting 10 bill, unfortunately. With this event, it's quite impossible to do Monetara with 10 million CP. You die every time you guys need to nerf those under for beginners. It's hard. We have the double requirement. Wall Street, are you trying to solo the dungeon or are you trying to do it with the party? I recommend trying to do it with the party, especially because some of those dungeons are a bit difficult, especially if you don't know the mechanics for them. And I would not say it's impossible. Many of the players who are participating have been able to complete it. Now, find a party if you're actually wondering on how to do the stages, oh gosh, Meadow Goldvine Meadow. I forget the name of it. You know, I can actually look it up. I'm in game right now. Palace of Gold Meadowvine, or Hunter's Hideout, Torta Arena, or the Great Steel Wall. Ask on Discord for some tips. I know the boss for Palace of Gold Meadowvine is actually a bit more difficult. If you're trying to do the Great Steel Wall, that one is a giant boss dungeon, which tends to be harder than your regular dungeon. So definitely ask around on tips for that one. We did make nerfs to those recently on Wall Street. In fact, we did a couple weeks ago. So definitely give it a try if you haven't done so. And if you still need help, look for a party, ask some of the players. They'll be glad to help you out. Bro's going to be the Elsword Saitama. With 10 billion, I think me and Storm would be like the Elsword version of Saitama. But yeah, so Magma Breath, a lot of EXP gain, and something that this dungeon also provides, Storm, the Mod E skill books.
Those are good to have.
And one reason why they're good to have, if you were farming Plagueis Labyrinth, you could not get those.
Okay.
Because it's before Turnog.
So a nice little boost to go to swapping over to that. More than just the experience.
Wall Street. I know you say even the first dungeon you can't finish it. You need to find a party. What exactly is stopping you, or are you struggling with? If it's the boss, there's a trick to the boss, and I'll gladly share that if that's what you're having trouble with. In fact, maybe I'll share it even if you're not. Tried Atma EXP farm. Those mobs are tankier than D2 Serperaid. They are pretty tanky, from what I've experienced. I can't one-shot them like I can in Plagueis, but from my experience, I was still clearing faster. And from what other people are experiencing, they're still clearing faster. Or not faster than Plagueis, but they're finishing fast enough where it's still worth it for the amount of EXP. The place reminds me of first leveling up my main. Feels like Lannox, Elder, Hamel. You mean Magma Breath? Or Atma'Ram? Anonymous Knight? Boss is quite hard. Alright, Wall Street. Here's gonna be the tip. You know how there are 3 clones? One of those clones is holding an item that's different from the other 2. That is the real boss. That's the one you need to defeat. If you defeat the other 2, you'll heal the real one. So careful with that. That's the best tip I'm going to give you with that. And that's a tip for everyone who may be struggling with Palace of Gold Metal Vibe. Both of them. Well, we haven't really talked about Aqua Whistle, so I guess we can actually talk about that. Now, Storm, what is like one of the main things about this dungeon?
Well, I'll tell you, it's got a different vibe. I'm just looking at the pictures again on the Atma'Ram Experience event page. I'll tell you, I really like the overall design of it. It's a little different from Magma Breath going into it.
Mm-hmm. In fact, stream is now actually able to see Aqua Whistle, seeing the scenery. You can kind of like see like Magma Breath is like orange, red, and dark, while Aqua Whistle is like bright blue, green, like fire and water.
Yeah.
Combine those elements.
Yeah, but also, I mean, that one, going in terms of what's different, is the main source of the Atma Magic Stones, which is part of that new feature, that new system that comes with this update. So definitely going to be wanting to run that again as well.
Yes.
On a daily basis if you can.
Mm-hmm. You can actually kind of like see it on stream because I did unlock it just for you guys. Aqua Whistle. This is actually a very special dungeon. One, you only get 1 entry per day for free. We do have a package that is currently available in the item hall to get more entries. And you can kind of see in this red little text right here, the dungeon is not affected by item drop rate stats, the drop rate medals, events, or other sources that increase drop rate. There's a reason for that, guys. This dungeon gives you a lot of these new Atma Magic Stones. Storm, go over a couple of the stats that these things can provide for us.
Yeah, a few of them. We've got damage to boss monsters increase, things such as active, tenacity, strength, bravery, skill damage. There's damage to normal normal monsters as well. So a lot of good things to go after, especially when you're upgrading them as well.
Mm-hmm. And I know one of my favorites from the new Atma Magic Stone, Atma Magic Stones, not I can barely speak today.
It's a mouthful. Atma Magic Stones. I mean,
Emma Magic Stone, Emma Magic Stone, Emma Magic Stone, Emma Magic Stone. Okay.
I'll say it 10 more times.
Hell no. There's 4 different colors. There's red, blue, yellow, and green. The green ones are kind of going to be the interesting ones because they also boost EXP. And I know some people are like, wait a minute, we already have Magic Stones that can increase your EXP. Why would I want these? Well, the heroic Magic Stones that increase your experience, they provide you another stat which can be useful, and that's the recovery item effect. These ones, on the other hand, provide normal enemy damage increase. So I know like some people are talking like how the mobs are a bit tankier in Magma Breath, and if you want to run an EXP setup, it's going to be a little bit harder for clearing. But with these new Magic Stones, you'll not only increase the amount of EXP that you get, but you'll also deal more damage as a result. So the recovery item effect is going to be gone, which if you're using percentage-based potions, like complete recovery potions and all that, which restore 100%, I think you guys can see where I'm going with this. Hey everyone, got back from getting Chinese food. Did you bring us any, Jay?
You had to say that during the stream.
Yeah.
Now we want Chinese food.
Also, the new dungeon is fire. Well, it's called Magma Breath. I would hope it's fire. Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. Storm and I are going to be eating good tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aqua Whistle is definitely a very interesting dungeon. I tried it out earlier. There's actually one part where the objective is to defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit. If you clear out one, like there's 2 areas, like a top and a bottom layer. You clear out all the enemies in one layer, you got to just clear it out in the other, and then you move on to the next one. But it's a great source of these magic stones. You'll get a lot. Does item drop rate work with the mood shoe? Just feels like it doesn't. It does. It does. Item drop rate does work with Capital Bound Train and Sanctuary of the Soul. I want my 3rd Plagueis dungeon so I don't gotta switch to ECS. We did announce that there might be an accessory for that, and we do have the giant boss dungeon coming in 2 weeks, as the roadmap predicted, so definitely wait for that, Anonymous Knight. But before we go into like more of the Atma'Ram stuff, let's actually highlight a very important change. Because I kind of just talked a little bit about the accessory stuff where you can combine Code of Honor and engine cooling device, or engine cooling system, not device. There was a very interesting part in the patch notes today. I don't know if you guys saw it, but the drop rates for Code of Honor and engine cooling system have been increased. And Storm, this is another thing I've been seeing on Discord. A number of people have been farming the train dungeon, Capital Bound Train, to get more engine cooling systems. And some of them have been saying, like, I got it in 2 runs, I got it in 8 runs, I got it in 6 runs, I got it in 10. And some of them have even gotten multiple today alone.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And I can only imagine what's going to happen if we have a drop rate event. People are probably going to be farming that more. And apparently, some people have checked, like, the market board. And I remember, like, seeing before the update, like, they were pretty expensive. Now they're, like, more manageable. I was saving for energy conversion system, or engine cooling system today when I tried farming it. See? There you go. You guys have just saved your ED.
Got some proof right here in chat.
Yeah. I even like made a couple attempts and I got one in, I want to say like 7 tries. I didn't have like any drop rate stuff though, so I might have gotten it sooner. I ended up buying a Drabaki wing, but now I don't need it because, yeah, there's something good right there. Okay, we need to talk about something else, though. Now, Storm, we talked about the Magic Stone, the new Atma Magic Stones, but what else came with it that is involved with these new Magic Stones?
If you're referring to the fusion system, then that would be the fusion system, to where you can upgrade these for even more powerful effects. So yeah, there's multiple ranks with it. I think it goes normal to rare, elite, and unique. So got to go through a few different ranks with it, but eventually it'll cap out, and you're going to have a pretty nice stat boost, I'd say.
And the way to access it is to talk to Eris, the accessory shop owner in Magmelia. You choose the fuse option at the bottom right here. And yeah, you can pretty much just choose the magic stones based on their rarity and try to upgrade them to the next set. So your normal can become rare, your rare can become elite, your elite can become unique. So it's definitely at a chance. You're not guaranteed it, and I can kind of like see where some criticism can be applied here. If there is any like concerns that you guys have regarding these updates, definitely share with us on the Discord. We do have feedback threads open for all the different stuff that released today. The new dungeons, the fusion system, and the magic stones. And there was another thing. I want to say it might be for the event that came with it. If it doesn't upgrade to a higher tier, what do you get instead? Instead, you get a different stone. So in this case, like you can use, say, 3 of the red tier magic stones for normal grade, and if it fails to upgrade, then you can get, say, a blue one instead. Just as a little bit of a comparison. Now, also, another thing you can do if you have uniques. Now, you can't upgrade them further than unique, but if you have 3 uniques that you're not going to use, throw them in. Get a different one. You can do that. Now, Storm, do you like fishing?
I do. Well, in Elsword I do. I'm not much of a fisher, outside the computer, but I do like fishing.
In that case, you must like this current event that's happening, don't you?
I do. Actually, it's right on my screen. I'm doing it right now as we speak.
Wow.
I'm reaping the benefits of the L Resonance Fishing and EP Shop event. This is a mouthful, but that is the whole name of the event. So I'm doing that right now, folks.
So tell us a little bit more about it. What is this fishing event about?
Yeah, so if you log in for just 20 minutes, I think it's per week, and it lasts for a couple weeks here, you're going to be rewarded with some shiny fish bait, a new fishing rod, and a VIP service ticket. And it's going to give you more opportunities to catch different fish and turn those in for, there's a whole new shop for it. But turn it in for some goodies in the shop and, get some more ERP. So 2 different options you can go with it. Get some ERP, and if you don't need that, everyone needs it. But if you're not looking for that, there's also some items you can get from the new special EP shop.
Mm-hmm. So considering that we do have Magma Breath being a new EXP dungeon for players, this fishing event means that you get some extra resonance points. So definitely a good way to build up your account if you haven't done so. And with the recent events boosting you up to 200 L resonance points immediately, the extra fishing will get you closer to 350 and then even closer to 400, even closer to 500, depending on what your goals are.
And Elgon in the chat asking if you get a new fishing VIP ticket each week. It should be each week, correct?
Let's see. It's once a week, so yes.
Yeah. And it lasts for 2 weeks, so 2 weeks of opportunity for it.
Mm-hmm. The VIP service ticket specifically lasts 3 days, along with the extraordinary fishing rod. The shiny bait, you get 240 uses of it. All 3 of these rewards will be rewarded per week, so log in 20 minutes this week, log in 20 minutes next week, boom, 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 and boom.
Yeah, I'm already almost out of my shiny fish bait, so that is unfortunate. But I can still use the fishing rod, and still that increases my chance of catching some fish.
Yeah, and of course with the EP shop adding in fish bait, you can definitely go get some extra fish for some of those potions from Helen. Or, I forget the name of the Magmelia hot spring NPC, sadly.
That's the one I'm in right now, so come join me over in the hot springs if you want.
Yeah, you can read some manga while you fish. That's an interesting thing you could do, Jay. They should buff Baryon Fur Drop, also ran 60 times. In that case, Varen, feel free to submit that idea onto our Discord. Let me see. We also have the Atma'Ram Experience event. Spirit Haven is what... Yes, I know it's called Spirit Haven. I just can't remember the NPC. Alright, so the Atma'Ram experience event, I know what some people would think, like, oh, like, more EXP, right? No, that's not what it is. This is to help you experience Atma'Ram. So...
Okay. A little different on the verbiage there. Experience it with us.
Mm-hmm. But if you log in for 10 minutes every week during the event period, so this week and next week... apparently the NPC's name is Diana. Okay, Diana. I just gotta remember Wonder Woman then. Even though she's not Wonder Woman. Anyway, so if you log in for 10 minutes each week of this week and next week, you'll get an Atma'Ram Region Trial Cube. This will contain the 2 titles for Atma'Ram. The God of Baiting 2 title and Atma'Ram's Dubur. Debor? I don't know. But the titles will last 7 days, but with the 2 weeks, that's 14 days. So you can check out the titles, you can see how they look in game, and then work on farming them yourself, of course. From ECS, I got 400% drop rate with my complete build on. Those are rookie numbers. I'm joking. That's actually really good. But we also have weekly quests going on. Right now, if you clear Magma Breath or Aqua Whistle dungeons 5 times, you'll get the Atma'Ram Region Support Cube. This will provide you with a number of consumables like 50 Fighter Potions, 50 Giant Stone Apples, 100 Water Orbs, 100 Wind Orbs, and 30 Resurrection Stones. The seal from Aqua Whistle looks so appetizing. Oh no.
Dangerous territory there.
We might have to seal him away.
Yeah.
Actually, funny little story, Storm. Because of the dungeon, we did actually have someone in the feedback thread say, "Why do we have to make a poor seal cry?"
Oh, Raiden. Is that a question?
I'm not going to answer. No, it's like there actually is no script. There is no script. Like, literally, there is no script. The only thing, like, if you see me looking at something, it's because I'm just, like, looking at the webpage, so I know exactly what I'm saying. But I'm not reading a script. Alright? The only paper I have is a napkin, which is just in case I need to blow my nose.
Protect the seal, says Jay.
Protect the seal! Protect the seal! Wait, well, what about CL? No? Nothing?
Oh, me?
I was open for a reaction.
Some of your jokes go whoosh right over my head, I tell you. Especially when I can't see you, so sometimes they're just whoosh.
The character CL?
Okay. I guess I misinterpreted it. You said CL. I thought you said seal again.
Yeah, CL, like the character from Luciel.
Okay. Yeah.
Nico Nero on YouTube. Why is the other server on Steam so far? I already told the joke. Sorry, Micaiah. You're too late.
No, you got to do another one for Micaiah. But this one, I'll turn the stream on so I can see a reaction.
No. Why is the other server on Steam so far behind? Nico, that one is... I think you're referring to the EU server. That one's a completely different one. So that one's probably like based on your region. We're specifically part of the NA and INT server. I got to visit a tiny wind turbine exhibit. Honestly, not a big fan. Sorry, Kimina Fox. That one kind of blows.
There's your joke, Micaiah.
Also, like, in a similar vein, Kimura Fox, never... oh, excuse me. Something at the back of my throat. Never work at a vacuum factory. It sucks. The second Atma'Ram boss looks like... That's what I've been seeing, so I'm not surprised. I am not reading that on Honest Night, no. Alright. But there is another event quest as part of the Experience Atma'Ram event. Clear Magma Breath or Aqua Whistle dungeons 20 times per week. You'll get yourself a 7-day Elsword Party Collection Synergy Effect ticket.
So pretty much you're going to be doing these things anyway, and you get a little bit of a bonus if you completed a certain amount of time. So definitely make sure you complete those quests.
Yeah, and again, you need 9 million combat power. It's the same as the Serpentium dungeons requirements to access it. So if you can access Serpentium, boom, you can access this. And considering the current events with the plus 11 Submergence of Abyss weapon, the combat power boost event, you can easily hit that 9 million requirement. Speaking of that plus 11 Submergence of Abyss, guess what? The event is still going on for another month. So if you haven't finished it, don't worry too much. You still have some time. We did end the social media event, though, so we'll be looking through the participants, and we'll be giving out KC to, I want to say it's like a 30 winners or so. Let me see, what else? Storm, what else happened this week?
Well, I mean, we did already mention that you got the second character for the 5 Dungeons to Master class. So that was at the beginning of the stream, but obviously if you're coming in now, make sure you get that second character. I think I actually completed my second one, and I did it much quicker than the first time around, Raiden. So very easy, especially for a character you haven't tried out, or maybe for me, in my particular case, one that I didn't necessarily want to level up from scratch, so I got that out of the way.
Who'd you make this time?
It was an Eve. I don't remember which one. I'm not a big fan of the Eve. The movement throws me off a little bit.
The movement is the one thing for Eve that throws a lot of people off, because you expect it to be similar to other characters, but then you play her and it's like, oh, her movement's different.
It's the dashing and trying to jump up, and then you just kind of whoosh up into the sky, but you don't carry the momentum. It just throws me off a little bit, so I got it out of the way. One of them at least.
I would say Fourth Path would be more up your alley, because she actually uses legs. She doesn't glide. She actually runs. But considering that you said that she glides upward, you definitely didn't pick Fourth Path. So you're either first, second,
No, I didn't. I think it was Third Path. But I did notice as I completed the master class, if you dash, you get that like big movement speed boost towards the end of it. So
that's definitely.
I was doing something with it.
That's definitely Third Path. Third Path has a passive that does that. So yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. That kind of changed it a little bit. So I might play it a little bit more.
Am I able to get 180 more points for the SOA event before it goes away? I did all the quests including this week's, but don't want to get Natural Flow. Well, one, I'm going to recommend you still go for Natural Flow either way, because that is a very powerful title. But 2, yes. It's only going to be about 3 more weeks to get it, because if I recall, it's like 60 points. You know what? I can just check, because I am in-game. I got to remember, right, you're in-game. Oh, it's not a different character. I'm not logging into a different character. But yeah, it's like 60 points for the weekly. So 60 next week, 60 the week after, and then 60 on the week after that. So you'll be just enough. 3 more weekly resets. So you got the week of September 3rd through the 9th, September 10th through the 16th, and then September 17th through the 23rd.
Elgant asking if the event's up to level 99 or until you hit Masterclass. Well, I think you just have to do that final dungeon to get Masterclass, and I think that's what you need, correct?
Yeah, it's the Masterclass event. So it's mostly for the event character. So make use of the event character. Alright, you do all weeklies or get NF. I got NF in 3 days. My wrist is now tipped. Alright, first, Barrett, thank you very much for the Prime sub. We don't really have any benefits for subbing if you just are doing it for your support. Thank you very much for that. Second, while we appreciate the fact that you put in the effort, please don't hurt yourselves doing it. Okay? And I say this as someone who struggles with carpal tunnel. I don't have my wrist brace on right now, but I'm kind of feeling the need to put it on soon. So I'm going to be putting it on once I get out of this. Yeah, don't damage yourself even if Elsword gives so much fun. No one's doing it, so I have to solo. Solo is a great way to do it, though. To be honest, like I actually know like a number of people were working on it, so definitely, like make a few attempts per day, calculate it so that you don't push yourself. I even have to help Storm get his, actually.
Still waiting on that.
I gave you the tips like sheet 2 weeks ago.
Must have misplaced that.
Is it in your other pants pocket now?
It might be. I'll have to go check after this.
Yeah, as Jay says, stay hydrated, eat, shower, sleep. There's more than enough time to get natural flow.
Eat, shower, sleep, play Elsword. There you go.
What about staying hydrated?
And stay hydrated after playing Elsword. Yeah.
Reminds me of like my
Forgot.
old coffee mug, actually. Eat, sleep, Elsword, repeat.
Got a notebook with that, I think.
I think we might have had the notebooks with that too. But I know I had a coffee mug with it. Kingdom Fox, even if you don't find a carry, you don't really need the right character. The right character is the one that you can do it with. Like, that's the best way I can tell you. Excuse me.
Sleep, buff, Elsword.
No. Eat, sleep, buff, Empire Sword.
Oh, yeah. Now they're asking for buffs, Raiden. Look what you've done.
Buff Elsword, or buff Empire Sword, buff Flame Lord. Can we buff Shakti instead? Let's buff Shakti. Totally not biased because I'm currently on Shakti right now. Alright, so who do you want buffed?
I gotta go with Lithia, you know?
Lithia's way too good.
I know, buff Lithia.
Sadly, we don't have that power. But if you guys have thoughts as to what buffs you want to see for your classes, let us know in the feedback threads, or in the feedback section. Kim XZ, here's your live stream shout out. Actually, you know what? There is another event that's happening. The Senpai Carry Me in Dungeons event. And Storm, I think we got an update to that this week.
Did we?
We did.
What does that entail?
Well, we added the new Atma'Ram dungeons to the event. So Magma Breath and Aqua Whistle dungeons will be added so that you can earn Senpai points for playing them with Kohais. So, especially now, because with Magma Breath being the new EXP farm dungeon, you can definitely expect the players to kind of like focus on that. We need new mod skills, that's what I want. Well, we just got new mod skills earlier this year, so it might actually be a little bit of time before we kind of release new mod skills. But hey, maybe in the future there might be new base mod skills. Maybe there'll be new mod skills for each class's skills instead. I don't know, we'll see. Hey, Storm.
Hey, Raiden.
Hi. You got a pet?
You said, do I have a pet?
Yes.
Oh, I thought there was more to that. I do have a pet.
In game, I mean, not real life.
Oh. I do have a pet in game. They are sleeping next to me.
Aw, how sweet. Well, good news. If you guys have been looking for some of the older pets, guess what? We have a lot of older pets available in the reorder shop. Bonbon, Sherbet.
Bonbon.
Yeah, Bonbon.
Bonbon.
Bonbon. Sherbet, Fenrir, Puelos, Shy, Durarun, Flamingo, Libera, Cafebara. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Storm probably just like looking at me like, are you
I'm
okay?"
looking at I'm looking at the new pets, or the reorder shop pets rather. I think Rockstar might be my go-to.
Oh, the Dino Rockstar.
Oh yeah, it's rocking out.
I feel
Got the
like
shades on.
I feel like you would be a rock star.
Oh, I would be a Rockstar.
Like, yeah, like that would be like the perfect one for you. Also, I just realized.
Okay.
Something. I gotta adjust something on your camera, actually. Maybe that's enough. But I gotta put you back, Storm. You're flying away. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, nope. You're safe. You're safe. There we go. I brought him back down to Earth, ladies and gentlemen. Take my lead. Anonymous, we'll still be talking about some non-paying stuff. All right, we're just covering, our bases. We got Taro, we got Dolce, and we got Honeybun, and of course the Rockstar Dino. Now, there is another thing actually. Didn't talk about this, but it is part of the Experience Atma'Ram event. But we got 2 special packages coming in the item mob. Well, is there a reason for what most events don't show up in the community events on website? Like what, Elgon? Can you give me something specific? Because they should be showing up. Do they ever do L House DIY videos? I don't think we have. Now that I think about it. Or maybe we have, and it was like a special sale. Not sure. Most go to news tab instead of community. Yeah, I think that's just how it's done through the website. Anyway, now Storm, would you like to tell everyone about the Atma'Ram Release celebration package?
Yeah, looking at it right now. It gives you a nice little boost to you. It includes the Magma Breath Experience Boost 300%. You also get 2 additional Aqua Whistle entry tickets. So I know that earlier you mentioned you can enter once per day, but you can access more entries through entry tickets. So if you grab this package, you get a couple extra ones of those. It also includes Secret Dungeon sweep tickets and Secret Dungeon weekly reward count increases. So nice little bundle for those looking to experience a little more of the recent content update.
Yep, and you can purchase 2 per account per week with the item resetting every week during the sales period. So this will be available until September 23rd. And honestly, the Magma Breath EXP boost 300%, think of it like the random missions. If you're not getting a random mission that's going to boost your EXP, this item will help give you an extra 300%. That's a lot of EXP gain.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah. Now, since it's 2 per week, that's 6 of them. That is a lot of EXP you're going to get. Now, granted, of course, it's only a one use each, so that's 6 uses. Every bit is good. I agree with Jay in the chat. I'm planning to buy the Adventure Growth and Adventure QO package. I could definitely see why people would buy the Growth Boost package, actually, because we didn't talk about this before, but the Growth Boost package providing an invisible costume suit that gives like a bunch of stats, including EXP gain, is very useful. And the fact that this also will boost your EXP gains up to ERP level 500 makes it easier to reach that, especially now with Magma Breath. So these are some worthwhile.
And it's a 30 days are on that boost, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's a nice duration.
Yeah, so definitely make the most use of it. If you haven't bought it already, it is one time. It's a one-time purchase. Use it when you know you're going to use it. Or purchase it when you know you're going to use it. That way you can make the most of all the EXP. Gonna pull that 8-hour EXP grind once I get those? Go for it. But, Veron, mind your health, mind your arm. Please. Same with everybody else. Now, so what about the Adventure Quality of Life package?
Well, that gives as you might imagine, a few QOL items. including an ERP expansion page, Resurrection Stone Cubes, inventory expansions, a couple pet items as well. So not necessarily the same vibe as the growth package, but definitely offers some good QOL stuff for people looking for that.
I'll go back to that in a second, but to answer Null FH Crow in chat, wait a minute, did I see ERP 500? What you saw here is an ERP EXP boost up to level 500. So again, the buff will activate from level 1 ERP up to 500. The boost that you get is dependent on your current level. So if you're below 350, you get a 300% EXP boost. If you're above 350 but below 500, that's a 200% EXP boost from this package for 30 days, mind you. It's only for 30 days. So really good to build up your EXP to get closer to 500. But going back to the quality of life up useful package, huge value is the big thing about this. You're only limited one purchase for this because of how big it is. If you look for an L Residence page expansion in the item mall, you'll see that it's more expensive than buying from this package. If you look for the pet auto-consume quick slot upgrade ticket, it's a little bit more than this package.
Wow.
You can get both of these items for less.
And then some more as well, included with it.
Yeah, the Resurrection Stones is kind of like a, you know, it's a nice thing. It's a nice little bonus. 10 inventory expansion select cubes. We all could use some extra inventory expansions. Let's be honest. And if you don't have a permanent auto-consume quick slot expansion, now you can do that for your pet. And also the consume quick slot upgrade ticket. In fact, I'm going to actually show you guys in game because I have it. Pretty much, you can choose the encouragement rate. If you want it to always be active whenever it's off cooldown, you could do that. You can adjust what effect you receive. You can adjust when it happens. You can adjust whenever it's off cooldown. You can adjust upon using a force skill, master skill, or awakening. So you can see I have it off every cooldown. So when it gets off cooldown, I am getting that physical and attack power boost. The rate I'm playing, I need 20 pages for the special. I can imagine. I'm gonna need to win 6 giveaways to get that. We got a number of events Anonymous Night, so you may want to be entering as many of them as possible.
It's a lot of them.
But yeah, these are definitely some really good stuff. Literally a steal if you consider those goodies individual. Definitely. Can we make it where adventure cubes can be obtained from Arena? I know the cubes that you're talking about. The old dungeon cubes. I don't know if there's any plans for that, but you can suggest it. Suggest it on our Discord. See if people are interested in it. Now, I know someone was asking about the Magma Breath 300% EXP boost with the Adventure Grow Pack. Yes, because the Magma Breath is a consumable item, and it works like the random missions that you get in the dungeons, except it's giving you like a 300% mission. So yeah, they will stack. That's a lot of EXP gain. I think from when I was looking on Discord, some people were sharing how like they're around 600%. They got no mission, but they were getting like 800 million without the random mission. Just imagine if they got a random mission. In this case, the 300% EXP boost from the Magma Breath ticket would definitely put him over 1 billion on that run.
Oof.
Storm's now thinking, oh, I can't wait to go home and farm it.
Only with your assistance.
Darn it. I knew it. Let me see. Is there anything else that we missed?
Not that I could think of. I mean, we've got another, if I'm not mistaken, the final part of our summer updates coming next week. Excuse me, 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks.
Sorry, September 10th. So even more awesome stuff coming everybody's way to kind of round out the summer updates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe it's the Giant Boss update that will be coming out for Atma'Ram. So, a new Giant Boss fight for you guys to enjoy. Some new stuff coming out, some new titles. And we did mention it before, but as part of the summer roadmap, there will be a new accessory regarding the engine cooling system and Code of Honor. So, definitely look out for that. Y'all actually play the game like normal players do? Yes, Nextro on YouTube. We do.
Knowledge of the day. If you kill the boss in Abyss solo mode, it will die. Thank you for that. That's inspiring. Oh man. That's some good knowledge there, Baron.
People die when they are killed.
If you do more damage than its health, it will be eliminated. I can guarantee you that.
Has COH plus E... No. It's been announced as part of the summer roadmap, but it is not part of this update. What we have done for Code of Honor and engine cooling system is we've increased the drop rates for those. So if you haven't done any of those dungeons yet, if you're missing the accessories, go do those dungeons. If you have a character that you have built for item drop rate, go do them. If you don't, maybe go check it out. Can I see your character's gear? I mean, there you go. There you go, next show. But this is the GM count. If you actually mean my personal... No, you're not seeing that. Good luck with that. Weapon destroys everything and sun goes back up to 120. Storm, Ominous Knight has a question for you. What if it heals?
Then you're just going to have to do it all over again.
I've seen runs on EU with 600% EXP gain plus 500% random mission. Gave over 1.5 billion experience in Plagueis Labyrinth, or Reflection. I think I can believe that, especially if there's an EXP event going on. Easy, kill with fire, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've gone a 500% mission on Plagueis Labyrinth, or... I keep calling it Labyrinth because I'm too used to the giant boss dungeon. I've been farming that quite a bit. I'm too used to that. Plagueis Reflection, I don't think I've seen a 500%. I think I've gone like 350. I think that was the most I've gotten. And that one put me over 1 billion. But I think that was either during a 2x or a 3x EXP event. Well, if it destroys everything, its then goes back to 120 if it heals. You just kill it again. You just kill it again. I need to talk with the random mistresses and need to stop giving me 400, 500 characters at a level 9 yet. No, I can tell you from experience I've gotten 500% on leveling up. Don't get false up with 500% missions, they don't exist. Shimo, you know they exist. I've seen you on stream get one. I haven't gotten one.
Then they don't exist.
They exist! I've gotten them. When leveling up to 99. Which just means that, which just tells me my luck, or the day I decided to farm or level up a new character should have been the day I farmed EXP. Because that's when I would have gotten it. The moment when 500% hits when I'm not in the EXP size. Exactly! It's happened too much sometimes. I think that's just about everything. So
A lot of good stuff.
So, chat, for this update, what is your favorite part of the update? Is it the new dungeons? Is it the new magic stones, the fusion system, the events, the items that we have, like the growth packages? During the ESP events, the percent of random quests should be higher. Oh yeah, the fishing event too. I almost forgot about that, actually. My favorite part of the update is this live stream. Storm, that's kind of cheating because you're part of it.
Oh. Fishing event, literally free levels. I know, right? Like I said, I already used all my bait, my new bait.
EXP dungeon, the seal from Aqua Whistle. My new favorite part, being able to log in again, but fishing's probably one of it. Okay.
The weekly reset.
Yeah. But Elgon, I think if EXP events provided an increased chance for random quest missions, like specifically the percentage, it might become a little bit too overpowered, because if you remember, the Sealer or Plagueis title does increase the chance of appearing, and with multiple party members, that can increase that chance further, so you could be guaranteed getting those missions and getting too much EXP, which then kind of causes a bit of a problem. I know why people might want it, but it's something like that would kind of like make it a bit more of a difficult thing. I wouldn't say it stacks null FH crowd, but it's more like, think of it more like it runs an individual check. This is just from experience, mind you, where it's like if 4 people are running it, you have a higher chance, quote unquote, of getting it. Yeah. Something like that. Did you actually boot? Yes. Yes, Anonymous tonight. We've actually had people like who've been farming the dungeon today who got it in 2 runs, 10 runs, 8 runs. I think someone said like they got it. It might have been you actually that said that you got like 16. No, honestly, did. Some don't like the new swordfall. I miss being able to drop swords off a ledge. I get why, but I think some people didn't like that. Didn't like it falling off because of like the current raid, where it's like if there's like no platform, the sword just goes through the boss and there's no damage. So a couple people got it. Yeah. Barion's for no, it's just engine cooling system and Code of Honor, not Barion's for. The package gives amazing HP boost for a while fishing event and protect the seal. I love the Demon Realm seal. Everyone seems to love the seal. No, Baryon Fur drop rate was not increased, guys. Only engine cooling system and Code of Honor. Alright. Storm, do you have any final things that you want to say to our lovely viewers before we go?
Just happy fishing, because it seems like a lot of you guys enjoy it, so I will see you out on the waters.
I kind of like wish that like we had like an emo where we could just like hold up a fish. Be like, you should have seen the one that got away.
Maybe next time.
Code of Honor going to cost more? Anonymous Knight is kind of giving me an idea. Maybe I should go farm more Code of Honors and then I can start selling those. You, sir, are a fish. No, I'm not a fish. I'm Raiden. I'm GM Raiden. That's GM Storm.
If only.
I'm lightning. He's weather. Wait, technically, lightning is part of weather. I guess that makes us a perfect duo.
I guess it does.
Granted, we probably have to call ourselves natural disasters in that case. I can see his facial expressions. I saw that.
Every time.
Alright, do us a quick reminder. What is this week's Discord quest again?
It is to just tell us which character you are using the 5 Dungeons to Masterclass event on. The one that was just released today. So all you have to do is just type it in, type your name, your server, and you're entered into the giveaway for 600 KC.
And of course, we do have Who's That Character? A silhouette will be shown each day, and you have to figure out which character it belongs to. It could be an in-game model or it could be official illustration art. We also have Spot the Difference. We'll have 2 screenshots with some differences between them. It could be anything like equipment, it could be backgrounds, it could be skill effects even. It could just be the fact that one has a pet and one doesn't have a pet. In a way, Jay, yeah, I kind of like that. But don't worry, there won't be any Jigglypuffs seen from above. But we also have some events coming up for September on Discord, so exclamation point Discord to participate in the events that we just talked about and in future ones. You do have to be a member of the Discord to actually participate. If we find out you're not a member of the Discord and you happen to be chosen as a winner, guess what? You actually get disqualified and I replace you. Trying to become somewhat of a mystery in that place. I'll return there once my service permit. Good luck. Will we be able to see Raiden and Shakti cosplay for Halloween? 2 months! Someone's going to have to make me a cosplay outfit for that. Good luck with that. Maybe next year, if someone is willing to do it. But in that case, probably not. And I would not. No Chrono cosplay, no Chrono cosplay. You're not allowed to do that. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. Alright. I think there's really nothing else. But yeah, Atma'Ram is currently out. 9 million combat power is the requirement. You just gotta enter Serpentium, clear 1 dungeon to access it. Probably 2 if you haven't unlocked Doom Aporia yet, because you do have to clear unlock Doom Aporia first to access it. You don't have to actually play Doom Aporia. You just have to unlock Doom Aporia and then clear another Serpentium dungeon to unlock it. But with that said, my name is GM Raiden. That is GM Storm. We are great to have you here, and we'll see you on the next live stream, which will be next week. Take